Hello everyone! I'm going to share with you how to make this really easy Dutch baby pancake. So these are the ingredients that I'm going to be using. We have some eggs, butter, some whole milk. We're going to use flour. I'm going to use bread flour, but you can also use unbleached all-purpose flour. I'm going to be using my 9-inch cast iron skillet. If you don't have one of those, you can use a 9-inch pie pan. Now I just turned my oven on 425. While my oven is heating up, you want to put your pan, whether using the cast iron or either the pie plate, inside the oven and let it heat up as well. Once my pan is nice and hot, I put in 2 tablespoons of butter. Now with this recipe, the key is you want to work quickly and you want to use things that are at room temperature and also that nice hot pan. So my eggs are at room temperature. I'm going to be using 3 large eggs. And the 2 tablespoons of butter I used in my pan was unsalted butter. This recipe, I've always known it to be called a Dutch baby, but I know that some people refer to it just as a oven pancake. Some people call it a German pancake. So the same basic recipe can go by a few different names, kind of depending on where you grew up. I beat my eggs really well till they're well combined and slightly frothy. Then I add in 2 teaspoons of sugar, and I'm going to put in a pinch of salt. A pinch of salt, and this is regular table salt, is about that much, and that's about an eighth of a teaspoon. About an eighth of a teaspoon is a pinch of salt. So once I put in my 2 teaspoons of granulated sugar and my pinch of salt, I give it a mix, and then I add in my room temperature milk. And the room temperature eggs and room temperature milk is very important to the recipe. You want to have those room temperature ingredients. And then I added in a half a cup of flour. Now I'm using bread flour, but you can also use regular all-purpose flour or all-purpose unbleached flour. But the bread flour that I'm using, and when you use bread flour, it's going to give your Dutch baby a bigger lift as it bakes. You want to use a wire whisk or either a fork and mix your batter until you have no more big lumps and it's nice and smooth. If you have some small lumps, that's okay, but you want to make sure that you whisk it well and break down any of those large lumps. You also want to be mindful that you want to not put all your ingredients in at one time and definitely follow those different steps. Now once the butter is melted and also my pan is nice and hot, you pour your batter directly into the pan. We're going to put it in the oven at 425 and it's going to bake for 15 to 20 minutes. It's going to puff up and get beautiful golden brown around the edges. And remember, our pan was hot and our butter was also hot. We did that in separate steps because we didn't want our butter to burn or get brown while the pan was getting hot enough. Now while our Dutch baby is cooking in the oven, we're going to grill our lemon. This is a beautiful lemon and it came off my tree. It came off my lemon tree and it looks great. And grilling the lemon makes it that much more juicy, and it just takes a few minutes to go ahead and grill up the lemon and look at it. It is nice, it's nice and juicy, so it is going to go perfect for us when we put it on our Dutch baby. Well, our Dutch baby is out of the oven. It has puffed up nicely. We're going to go ahead and put some toppings on. Now there's different ways that you can top it. It's traditional to serve it with butter, a dusting of powdered sugar, and squeeze of that wonderful lemon. You can also use fresh berries, strawberries, blueberries, different ways like that. Now, something else is that when you're making your batter, if you'd like, you can put in 1/4 of a teaspoon of some vanilla extract or either even maple extract. You can also thin slice an apple, add that to your pan while your pan and your butter is heating up with a little dash of cinnamon in there. Then add your batter, and that is an apple Dutch baby. In the description box below, underneath the title of the vlog, I will have a list of ingredients for your reference. It is looking good. I'm going to put a little bit more powdered sugar on, and I'm going to squeeze just a little bit more of this nice juicy lemon. I'm going to give y'all the first bite, and we're going to see how we did today with our Dutch baby. And comment down below and let me know, do you know this dish as a Dutch baby or by a different name? We'll go ahead and take your bite. Now I'm going to take my bite and see how we did. Y'all, this comes out great every time. I'm Dyvonne, and I hope you enjoyed spending time with me in my kitchen while I was making breakfast. This serves 2 to 4 people, or you can go ahead and enjoy it as a party of one. Well, that is it for me today. If you like this video, don't forget to show it some love. Give it a thumbs up. Click share. Share this video with a friend or family. And don't forget to click that notification bell so you can come back and visit me again in my kitchen. And remember, it's always good when Dyvonne is cooking for the family. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.